Om Namaste. Today we are going to see the third part of topic number 2. Prayers. Om Shuklam Varadharam Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vignopashantaye Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Me Sada Yenaksharasamaamnayam Adhigamya Maheshwarat Kritsnam Vyakaranam Proktam Tasmai Paninahe Namaha Vakyakaram Vararuchim Bhashyakaram Patanjalim Paninim Sutrakaram Cha Pranatosmi Munitrayam Vagartha Viva Sampriktau Vagartha Pratipattaye Jagatah Pitarau Vande Parvati Parameshwarau Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi. So last time we saw page number 7. Yeah. So Prakriti and Pratyaya for verb Tigantam are Dhatu and Tim Pratyaya. Yeah. So Prakriti is Dhatu for Tingantam Padam verb, and Tim Pratyaya is a Pratyaya for the verb Tingantam. As for noun, so Sampantam Padam is a noun. And the Prakriti is Pratipadikam, nominal base, indicates thing or person. And then Supratyaya is a nominal suffix, indicates the agent or object, etc., and the number. So this is what we studied last time. Today, so what are tin and then suppo. This is what we are going to see now. There are two types of suffix to make a word. What are these? Tim pratyaya and supratyaya. And tim pratyaya. Now why tim pratyaya such a funny name? There are 18 verbal suffixes by 3 persons and 3 numbers in 2 types. They are called tin because they start with T and end with ng. So tin pratyaya, first you see, so T, starting from T, and it goes, tiptas, sisiptas, tamip, vasmas, ta'atan, tas, atan, dum, id, vahi, mahing, ng. So just take in the first letter and the last letter, and then in between is understood. So this is called pratyahara. We studied in the topic of Maheshwara Sutra in the volume 2. You can refer. But you don't have to know much to understand this. So starting from T ending with nga, and it's called ting. And then there are 18 suffixes. So 3 by 3. 3 numbers, singular, plural, indicating 1, indicating 2, indicating number 3 or more. And then 3 types of person. So first person is a speaker, second person the listener, and anybody else is third person. And then 3 by 3, 9. Fine, but we still have 2 types. So 9 by 2, 18. Why 2 types we're going to see later. And also, just as simple as that, singular, plural, don't think too much. So if we are talking about 1 person, you use singular. If we are talking about 2 people, you use dual. And if we are talking about 3 people or 3 things or more, and then you use plural, as simple as that. And if we are talking about yourself or I and we, then you use first person. If we are talking to you or you people, second person, and everyone else, he or she or they or it, whatever, you use third person. So this we are going to discuss much later. But now I want you to understand is, so tin pratyaya, is 18 in number. And then starting from ti and nga. So that's why we call tin. Bas. Nominal suffix. There are 21 nominal suffix. By 7 cases. 1 to 7. And 3 numbers. The numbers I just explained. When you are talking about one thing or two, one people, you use singular. Etc. And in case, case is another study. So, we will study much later. There's another topic only for the meaning of the case. Before studying now. What we want to understand now is that there are 20 nominal suffixes, and the nominal suffixes are called what? Supratyaya. Why it's called sup? Because it starts with su and ends with pakara, pa, and then sup, The symbol on top of sun, so this nasal and ngasin. It indicates nasal vowel for technical purposes. What is technical purpose? We will see when we study sutras. So 18 and 21. 18 vowel suffixes, 18 tin, and then 21 sup. To be used in the language, a word should be technically qualified as padam. To be used in the language. So when you read Gita, when you read Ramayana, they consist of sentences, and the sentences consist of words. Every single word you see in Mahabharata or anything, Yoga Sutra or Ramayana or any scripture in Sanskrit, every single word should be qualified, technically, grammatically qualified as pada. Rama is a pada, but Rama was s. They are not pada. They together called pada, Rama. So vana is not the pada. Means you don't hear just vana itself in any Sanskrit language. And so this is like in the factory. So these are raw materials. Raw materials you cannot circulate in the market. You have to modify. You have to make some modification and pack and go. And then you can dispatch from the factory. The factory is like a grammatical process. In the in Sanskrit grammar, Sanskrit grammar as a subject matter, we are studying inside the factory. What is going on in the factory. How the words are processed. So, and then there are some logical processes. So that's we are going to learn. We are studying as a Sanskrit grammar. And then to be used in the language, a word should be technically qualified as padam. Thus, every word in Sanskrit language must end with either tin pratyaya or sup pratyaya. So this is very important. So every word you see in Sanskrit language, whatever the scripture is, every single word ends with, so these 18 or 21 suffixes, no exception. Because there are only two types of words in Sanskrit, and then two types of words. How the type is, differentiated by the type of suffixes. And the suffixes only two types. To make words, and a tin and the sup, and then they have finite number 18 and 21. So each single word in Sanskrit, you want to be able to identify which suffix the word ends with. And then you can tell technically, grammatically, how the word is playing the role in the sentence. Yeah. And then this, uh, you know, the word should end with sup or ting to become, to be qualified as pada. Yeah, so this regulation is taught in Panini Sutra, Suptingantam Padam. Suptingantam Padam. A very important and famous sutra. We will study when we finish this. Yeah. Okay. And then in every sentence, there is one verb, written or implied. This is also very important concept. Yeah, so we are studying the sentence as a unit. And in the sentence, we are seeing each word, and we are seeing the connection, between the words. Yeah. Then as a sentence, as a whole, we want to understand the message, of the speaker. Yeah. And then, vakya, consists of many words, fine. But one of the words should be verb. Yeah, it can be written or heard, or even implied. You may not hear or see, but it's implied, by the context. In understanding a sentence, vakyam, the verb tingantam padam should be identified first. When you are given a sentence, the sentence consists of a word or many. Let it be one word or 100 words. Still, first thing you have to do is, pointing the verb. Catch the verb first. Then, and it contains only one verb. And if it's not said, so you catch the implied verb first. Then, everything else, every pada else should be noun, no? Because there are only two types of words, subantam, tingantam. And then there's only one tinganta in a sentence, then everything else must be subantam. Very easy. And then they are all connected to the verb, either directly or indirectly. So Ramaha vanam gacchati. And then gacchati is the center of the sentence. Gacchati is the verb. And then Ramaha and vanam, they are connected to the verb. So verb, he goes. Who goes? Ramaha, agent. And then where does he go? The object, vanam. And how does he go? Ratena. By the chariot. And with whom? Sitaya saha. Sitaya, with Sita. This is indirectly connected to going. Like that. By relating each noun to the verb, the meaning of the sentence is understood. So when you hear Ramaha vanam gacchati ratena sitaya saha, and then, whatever. And then each word you connect to the verb just as I did now. And then the whole sentence you understand. The meaning of the whole sentence you can understand. So note in this book, the word verb refers to a tingantam or finite verb. A finite verb makes a sentence complete. So in English term, verb is used very loosely. But here I use the word verb very strictly, to finite verb. What is finite verb? That which makes sentence complete. So Rama goes to the forest. Goes, you wanna hear. When you hear Rama, forest, with Lakshmana, by chariot, and you don't, feel the completion of the sentence, right? Because you are missing goes. So Rama goes. The complete sentence is complete without even hearing, to the forest or with the Lakshmana or by the chariot. Even if a word is indicating an action, if it does not end with tim pratyaya, thus ending with sup pratyaya, the word is considered to be a noun, not the verb. And then what is confusing is, like, I am seeing a running horse. And then I am seeing. Yeah, I see the running horse. I hear the singing bird. And then, yeah, hear or see. This is the finite verb. Yeah, I see a horse. I see a running horse. Yeah, so I see. What do you see? A horse. Yeah, what kind of horse? Running horse. Yeah, running is not a verb, technically speaking. Yeah, so verb is a noun actually, and acting as an adjective to another noun, which is a horse. Yeah. So since we have only two types of word, yeah, so tinantan and subanta, yeah, so this you know word indicating action, but as a adjective to noun, like a running or like a, printed, etc. Printed matter. So printed is an adjective to another word, another noun, matter, like that. Yeah. So when we see more in Kridanta section, but this is very important. Yeah. So in Sanskrit, the difference is very, very clear. Yeah. So that which ends with tin is a verb. Yeah. And that which ends with sup is a noun. Yeah. You don't want to call such word like a running horse, printed matter. Yeah. Those running and then printed, you don't want to call them verb. You want to call them still noun. Yeah. In English grammatical term, you don't call them noun, you call them adjective. Yeah. But in Sanskrit, the adjective is still noun. Yeah. So noun acting as adjective to another noun. Yeah. This is according to the Paninian Sanskrit grammar. Yeah, and everything I explain in this Sanskrit is according to so Paninian Sanskrit grammar scheme. Yeah. Any other grammarian can make his or her own grammatical scheme, but the most the main thing the most known Sanskrit grammar scheme is Paninian. Yeah, and when we say classical Sanskrit grammar, this refers to Paninian Sanskrit grammar system. Yeah. Okay, so this is the end of the topic number 2. So please, get this vocabulary. Yeah, vakyam, padam, padani, tingantam padam, subantam padam, prakritihi, pratyayah, dhatuhu, tim pratyayah, pratipadikam, supratyayah. Yeah, so you wanna be able to explain, a little bit about these words. But from now on, whatever you understood about sentence or word, you want to associate always with these Sanskrit words. So even if you think your understanding of these words are very vague, still just repeat these words few times so that whatever from now on you understood, you wanna load this understanding to these words so that you can solidify. Yeah. And you can see the connection between the meaning of the words. Yeah, based on the Sanskrit words. Yeah. So these Sanskrit words should be the core of your understanding. Yeah. Okay, we can finish now. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Thank you.